and he's worked his way, or excuse me, I think he started at 0-4. Now he's worked his way up to 2-4. He's on a 2-fight win streak, including a phenomenal performance against Zane Fry, who knocked him unconscious in one of those losses. And in the rematch, Joe Thompson stayed tight, stayed tough. He uses more of a brawler style. He plays a lot of the parry with his rear hand, and then answers with jabs back. But he really does have kind of a classic brawler style. The more you get in and make it a dirty fight with him, the worse it is for you. Like he's got kind of he's been stopped, but in the last several fights we've seen of him, Joe Thompson has demonstrated an iron chin and just an incredible amount of toughness. Like,
what do you think the change has been over the last few fights?
He said that he wasn't really training. I mean, which is crazy to be
he turned pro and didn't have a gym.
Really?
Yeah. And now he's in the gym, he's sparring, he's training regularly, he's getting better. Incredible work.
If you would have told me 2 years ago that Joe Thompson would be on a 2-fight win streak at pro, I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah. I was really impressed with his performance against Zane Fry. And then the last guy decided to go in and have an ugly brawl with him, which was catastrophic.
Yeah, that's what
like
we saw.
A wood chipper by the end
That's
of the fight.
exactly what Densel can't do. Densel needs to be a technical fighter. He needs to stay on his bike. Denzel's one of the hardest guys to hit I've ever sparred with.
And the interesting thing about Densel is even when Densel kind of gets sloppy, he doesn't get sloppy in tight normally. He uses like kind of a karate footwork. He uses a lot of Superman punches. He's going to stay on the outside. And kind of dart in and out, right? That kind of almost like Lyoto Machida style, but southpaw. And Densel has very, very, very hard strikes.
Densel definitely comes out, or definitely on his resume for job interviews, has moves well.
Yeah. But he's got dynamite in his left hand. He does hit. He hits extremely hard with both hands. I mean, I've sparred with him quite a bit.
I think he hits like a little girl.
And the thing about that's
I've sparred with him too.
Maybe Elijah's just way tougher. That's what we figured out right now.
This is what it is.
But the interesting thing is, can Dad Bod Thompson take those shots from Densel and still be there? Because we've seen Densel get tired in some of his previous fights. Like, I almost had a heart attack when I was cornering him when he fought Sam Tinker.
Densel walking out now with his son, Ronan.
Yeah.
Ronan's been training a lot with him. And you see Heidi there as well. Heidi was a damn good boxer in her own right.
Good boxer herself, boxed for WBU, trained with us for a long time.
It's a family affair with Densel and Heidi and Ronan. I love seeing it. Couldn't be a better father. I like to joke around with him, but Denzel's one of the finest men I know, and it's a privilege to see him compete and to call his fights.
Yeah. This will be, like I said, this is an interesting matchup. Because what he can't do is he can't fade like he did against Sam Tinker.
I will say Densel looks fat. I tell him that a lot. He's really fat.
He's come a long way from fighting Skylar at 145, ain't it?
He's come a long way around the buffet table.
Once you gotta, sometimes you get
it's a face only a mother could love. Densel Chapman stepping into the cage. But man, the boy can fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final bout of the evening. This is a professional middleweight boxing bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds with the referee, Tony Sexton. Here we go, fighting out one corner, representing Handgrenade with a record of 2 wins and 4 losses. Weighing 167.9 pounds and dressed in all black from Cleveland, Kentucky, Joe Thompson. His opponent across the cage, fighting out the red corner, representing Densel Chapman, black cap, an All-American, making his debut recently, weighing in 168 pounds even, dressed in camouflage trunks, from Delaware, West Virginia, Densel
But here we go. One of the finest fighters I know. And he's back again. In pro boxing, that's something I didn't expect, honestly.
I agree. That's actually what I was thinking before you said that. It's like, it's interesting. When I saw the gloves on, I didn't even read the thing. I was like, oh, boxing. Not something I was expecting.
And
But
this is a fight Denzel asked for.
what's
Well,
a guy
I
that
think-
likes to fight? Period,
I
right?
think Joe Thompson is one of those guys that you're going to ask for because he has fights. He appears hittable, and when you watch him fight other people, you think, I can hit him harder than that guy hit him.
Well, you
Yeah.
know you're going to have a tough fight and a war when you fight Joe Thompson. You know it's going to be an exciting matchup. Denzel's
Joe-
head movement is beautiful there. And
He ate one right hand in that combination, but beautiful movement. Nice jab. You see what I mean with that kind of long in and
Yeah.
out style.
Joe's an interesting challenge, though, because his punches come from very strange angles.
And Joe is not going to be afraid to put forward pressure on Denzel. He's not going to get to play too much in and out because he's going to be going out, and then trying to get in. You know what I mean?
One thing I noticed right out of the gate, though, is Joe's making Denzel work hard.
Yep. That's what I mean. Is that that's one of the questions? Is can Denzel sustain this pace for 4 3-minute rounds?
Beautiful jab.
Good jab by Denzel.
Denzel has a very unorthodox boxing style and super effective.
Ooh, good body
Body
shots
shot
from
from Joe Thompson.
Denzel's coming a little wild coming in, right? But I know that's his style.
Halfway through this first round. So far, Denzel's having his way, but
Big left hand from Denzel, and there's an uppercut.
and a nice right hook over the top. I couldn't tell how cleanly it is. That's the thing is Joe Thompson is one of those guys that it's hard to hit cleanly. Because he plays that parry style, his arms are always kind of in the inside channels. It's very difficult to hit him cleanly.
Where this fight's going to get really interesting is when it goes into deep water.
Yeah, I agree. There's that. That's Denzel's best punch. That in straight cross, and Joe Thompson ate it 2 in a row. And he comes back with a right hand and a jab. Thompson lands a short right hook inside. Not much power on it, just enough to disrupt Denzel's offensive flow.
Little right hand lands from Joe Thompson, then an uppercut on the exit. Oh, and a big left hand lands from Denzel to return.
And we're seeing Denzel. He doesn't appear to be tiring too much right now. Maybe slowing down slightly.
He looks comfortable in there. He's settled in, I think.
I think Joe needs to keep his work rate up a little bit if he wants to wear him out going into deep waters.
What do you think about Denzel backing up a lot towards the tail end of this round?
I think he's seeing something in Joe. I think he's seeing he can maybe make him walk into a counter.
Oh, and then nice right hand from Denzel and a left hand from Joe Thompson.
Beautiful head movement at the end of the round from Denzel.
Beautiful work.
I definitely think Denzel sees a counter opportunity there. That's why he's trying to draw him in. And Joe's a hittable guy. It's like you said. Joe doesn't move his head a lot.
But yeah, he's one of those guys, like I said, you watch him fight and you think, like, I'll be honest, I think I could box that guy. Like, he doesn't.
I think the thing Joe Thompson banks on is that toughness. He's like, if you can hit me, I can probably hit you back.
Exactly.
And I'm going to hit you harder.
Yep, and I'm going to fight in a way that I don't get tired. And we see Mac from Jim's Gym in Morgantown in the corner there doing some work with Denzel, as well as Matt Brown. Excuse me, Nick Brown.
I don't recognize the corners of Joe Thompson. I haven't seen them with him before. Joe's typically a guy, though. He's typically just got whoever's there cornering, which is that's a challenge. Having a new corner every fight is a challenge.
One thing that's for certain with Joe Thompson, he's going to bring 110%.
Well, the game plan's always the same. That's what's beautiful about Joe. You know exactly what to expect from a Joe Thompson fight, and he eats a big counter from Denzel.
He landed a right hand, but there's not a ton of pop on his shots. He relies on volume, and he relies on wearing you out.
See, that's why I like the fact that Denzel's sitting back more.
Yeah.
Letting Joe come to him.
I think that's the thing. I think that might have even been a corner adjustment saying, hey, don't chase him. You're not going to be able to put this guy away early. The more you do that, the more you're playing into what he's trying to do. See, and the punches come from awkward angles, like that right hand as he's backing up.
Oh, that was a good left.
Good left hand by Denzel, though.
Densel took a big breath there.
Yep, and that's the thing is those big offensive motions. Leaping in jabs, even that. Like, there's very energy intensive. Is that a new tattoo on Denzel's back since last time we saw
I was thinking the same thing. I think he's getting an outline done, right?
Yeah. Joe's making him work a little bit more this second round. Joe's staying in his face. It's interesting because he's not letting Densel wear himself out, but he's making Densel work.
Oh, my God. That overhand left went flush, and Joe Thompson just keeps walking forward. That's
just a very small, a very slight roll with it. That's the other thing, too, is you wonder with a guy like Joe Thompson, especially when we see Densel coming up a couple weight classes here, do you take a guy that has that kind of style that seriously?
That's one thing, like, you can't take Joe Thompson lightly. I think Zane Fry learned that the hard way.
Good right hand there from Joe Thompson.
Joe smiling. Joe, we've yet to see typical Joe Thompson, though. Usually he's in there talking.
Yeah.
Usually he's in there throwing wild. He's slowed down his pace a lot for this one. But I think it's dealing with the challenging style of Densel as well.
It's a nice little right uppercut that time. Now he's starting to time Denzel's offenses yet. We saw it again there with there we go.
Oh!
And he hurts Densel Chapman. Oh, I thought that would be an
Densel said it was a slip. I don't think his knee touched the ground. His hand did, though.
Yeah, but they still could call it. But
yeah. Whatever it was, Joe Thompson won the round with it, I would say.
Yeah. Because now he's
Joe trying to pour it on, and Densel. I think that did hurt Densel.
I think Densel was starting to fade, and I think that hurt him.
Yeah, well, look at his eyes right there. I don't think he stays by any means, but I think he definitely is saying, let's watch him here. Yeah, you can just tell. But it's more like we talked about before this. I think it's a little fatigue.
Can we see a replay of that knockdown?
He looks like he might be getting ready
Listen,
to
Elijah, nobody's listening to you.
The truck is a food truck.
Like, what do you think's going on around here?
We see Densel taking some deep breaths in the corner, looking very seriously at Matt.
They're having a staff meeting over there.
They're going on strike. They're tired of us talking shit. But, we see
there we go.
A somber energy a little bit in the corner there of Densel that we didn't see in between that first and second round.
Which tells me that should have maybe.
What kind of pressure does it add fighting in your hometown? Well, it's
I don't know.
not his home. It's his adopted town.
I fought in Virginia and all over the place. I guess I fought once in Clarksburg, but that was like I was a blue belt that nobody knew, so it wasn't even like a hometown.
Nathan Golf Arena or Armory. Yeah.
In the square cage for Hard Knocks.
Let's go, Densel.
Denzel's ready.
Yep, good 1-1-2 from Densel.
Excellent work from Joe Thompson that last round.
Oh, and
nice big right hand.
See what I mean? Those offensive bursts are starting to slow down from Densel, and Joe's either getting a better read on him or there's just more time for him to counter. Because he doesn't throw hard shots. He's just putting something in your face to disrupt that offensive flow.
Good return from Densel.
Good jab from Joe Thompson there, though.
This has turned into a scrap, as we thought, as it gets later into these rounds.
Right hand and a left hand, and then another right hand for Joe Thompson. Densel answers back. Joe Thompson. Oh, Joe hurt him to the body, I do believe.
Densel, big, deep breath there.
Big, deep breaths and kind of off balance as well.
Oh!
Liver shot.
And he drops him!
Yeah, that was straight in the front of the body or maybe even a little bit on the other side of the liver, but it was a good body shot.
You're right. That was a right.
Yeah!
Denzel's got to dig deep.
Oh, he's going right. He's hunting
the body.
He's hunting it.
Smart from Joe Thompson. He smells blood here. Let's see what he can do. A minute 40 to work and goes back to the body.
We're not even halfway through this round, ladies and gentlemen. Nice uppercut.
I mean, you guys hit the nail on the head from the get-go, right? Joe's just
That's what I mean. And this is an interesting stylistic matchup. Hard right hand.
Joe's a deceptively hard
another
fighter.
body shot. You see that? Landed in there. He knows.
He's mixing up highs and lows.
Oh,
Right
and a
up.
big uppercut. Denzel's still hurt
But
to
you
the
know,
body.
going back to what you guys were saying earlier, is like he's kind of got that Sean Strickland style. He's right in front of you, and you're like,
You
what
feel
the
like
hell?
he's right here. I can hear you. But
his head doesn't move, but something is just not.
And to me, that's a sign of a real fighter.
Absolutely.
Another body shot and a left hook after it. Denzel's hurt.
One thing I
Doesn't
notice
have a
about
posture.
Joe Thompson that you don't see with a lot of guys that are as green as him is he sees everything.
Yes.
He has no flinch.
Yes. To me, that's a sign of a guy who spends a lot of time sparring and not a lot of time hitting the bag and thinking how good his offense
Or maybe just a guy who doesn't care to get hit in the face, which is not normal, but it works for him. There's that body
That's a good
shot
body
again.
shot, but he's
Denzel's
recovered
taking
well.
deep, but Joe Thompson is really taking control in this round.
He's recovered well.
Denzel landed some shots, though.
Because he's a fighter, right? He's right back in there. He's hurt.
And Joe hits
you
it
know,
hard to the body again and then hard upstairs. with the
Denzel
right hook.
staggers there.
Denzel is hurt.
He's
I can't tell
tired
which one
as
hurt
well.
him worse. But he's landing those hard shots, but Joe is right there in front of him.
Good round.
Beautiful
guys.
jab
Good
at
job.
the end of the round.
Excellent work from Joe Thompson. I think he's taken 2 and 3.
I agree. Now 2 was kind of close, so this is an interesting. This is an interesting round 4.
Because it could be a draw. If we gave him 2, right? It could be a draw with that 10-8 round.
This might be the most important round of Densel Chapman's life.
Yeah.
I would agree. And like I said, I mean, I've been in Denzel's corner when he blows that wad in rounds 1 and 2, and then he's like, you just got to try to keep him alive for
This
round
is a
3.
fight that's going to show Denzel a lot about who he is.
Yep. It's going to show us all a lot about what fighting is, too.
Corner's telling him to throw that overhead right.
Yep. I think they're bringing Denzel's hands down with the body shots, and now they're ready to go up high.
It's going to be a good round. Exciting way to end the night.
I think it's going to be. It's still. I don't. You know, Denzel's not fully recovered from that body shot.
Yeah.
Though. You got to tell Joe to keep digging to that body.
And the thing is that when you're already tired and then you get hurt to the body hurts and being tired hurts.
Denzel
Nice right hand on the inside. There,
coming
like I
out with
said.
the aggression that he needs. He's definitely got to get in Joe's face and make something big happen here.
Oh,
Beautiful shot.
Oh, he stepped off right there.
Does he still have the power to put Joe away if he didn't have it at the beginning of round 1? This is an interesting fight, guys.
Big smile from Densel Chapman.
He loves fighting. Him
He
and
does.
Joe, this is a contest of the guys who love fighting the most. Or I should say, at least don't mind getting hurt the most.
Yeah. But these big punches that are missing are wearing him out, right? You know, it's worse to miss a punch than land a punch half the time, right, for your cardio.
Exactly.
And 2 minutes left in this long round.
And we see Denzel kind of just letting himself get walked back to the cage. He does fight back out to the center, though. Big, deep breaths from Denzel, mouth wide open.
Joe Thompson, you're right. He's timing him coming in, too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He started to pick that up in the second round. And I don't know if it's Denzel's offensive burst slowing down or Joe just getting the timing of it. Probably a combination of
It's
both.
strange. I feel like Joe Thompson has evolved more in the ring and in the cage than anywhere, though.
Yep,
He's
I would
learning
agree.
to fight through his professional
On-the-job
career.
training.
Like, it's very
Yeah.
strange. And having success against a very talented guy in Densel Chapman, who's going to
Loaded up
have
on
to
that body shot there, but it didn't affect him at all.
Yep.
I mean, he's fighting. You know, I would say
Nice
he's
right
winning the
hook.
first half of the round.
Small right hook on the inside.
Yeah,
Again,
I think so far Denzel's taking this.
Oh, and a hard right hand to
He's
the body.
got to
That
keep
hurt
up the
Denzel.
volume. Uh-oh.
Denzel's hurt to the body. It was a hard right hand to the body.
Here comes the volume.
Yep.
And Joe's pouring it on.
That's really what he needs
Denzel's
to
got to move.
He's trying to play that like reverse Philly shell to protect his right side of his body, but Joe Thompson's just walking it down like a murderer.
He's walking away, holding the body, hiding the body.
He's so tired.
No,
But
Joe
even that,
Thompson's
it
got 1 minute to make this fight finish.
It looked like he wanted to load up, and he just didn't have the energy to do so, right? You saw him kind of...
See what I mean? Those like double jabs. He didn't even fully come back after the first one. He's just got something in your face disrupting your flow of offense. That's why I was interested in the dynamics of this fight.
Oh.
And he mixes those up with the
Denzel
big
is
head.
absolutely gassed. He's fighting on all heart right now.
And he's got a lot of it, you know. Oh, look at that. But see, look, he's not a quitter. He's coming.
Good left uppercut.
Two
there.
warriors.
He was looking to lure Joe in, laying that big left. Joe's wise to it, though.
Again,
Joe's
he's
not a
fading
dumb
late.
fighter.
That's the thing with that defensive pressure style.
Yeah.
If you got somebody who will let you, who they will lead the dance.
Right in front of us now. Let's go. Last 10 seconds.
5 seconds left. And there's the bell.
That's going to be a good
Beautiful
job,
work.
guys.
That's a close one. The last round was close, but
It was.
how do you score it?
I think 3 rounds to 1, Joe Thompson. I think 2, 3, and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the last ball, I think we go to the distance. Again, we go to the judges' scorecards for your official decision. Judge number 1 sees the bout 39-36, blue corner. Judge number 2 scores the bout 38-37, red corner. Judge number 3 scores the bout 39-36 for your winner by split decision, Joe Thompson!